All right, here's one of the don'ts of painting, and what you don't want to do is not remove your switch plates and paint around them like this. So, I mean, sometimes it can be annoying removing switch plates, but it is only 2 screws or sometimes 1 screw, but what happens if the customer decides to use a smaller switch plate, or if you're the homeowner, the do-it-yourselfer, what if you decide to switch your switch plates out to a different color and they are actually smaller? You're gonna have the previous color around that switch plate, and you're also gonna have a ridge, what we call a dam, around that switch plate that you're gonna have to sand out if you put on a new switch plate. So don't paint around your switch plates or light switch plates or socket plates without removing them. All right, now I'm gonna show you the scenario why I don't paint around the light plates themselves or the switch plates or the socket covers. For one thing, I think it's a little bit slower for me personally. And then here's one of the scenarios that could actually happen, down the road. Say your customer, now decides they want, a dark colored switch plate or some other type of switch plate that goes with, say, a different color they're painting. So they can just pull this switch plate off, and that you've actually cut around because you didn't want to remove it. And we'll just show you this scenario that could possibly happen. So now they're going to install a new switch plate, and now it's not painted around that switch plate. That becomes a problem. Now you've got to cut in and paint around this, and it's actually going to leave a halo of paint, like a different color, different sheen, because you're creating this touch up around this switch plate. So that's why I just simply remove the 1 or 2 screws, paint around the switch plate or on the socket itself, and then when it dries, just reinstall. So I pulled this switch plate off too, and I'll show you. It's actually somebody's not removed this switch plate multiple times. So not only did it have some of the dark color when I attempted to cut around it on it, and it actually bridged from the switch plate to the wall, peeled a little bit of the paint off, and so you can see the jagged edge that it created. But I've got multiple colors on here, and the paint that actually bled right through the back of the switch plate and got on the switch plate. So I don't know, this is just a practice that I'm just really comfortable. I think it's the professional and right thing to do is pull those switch plates off, paint behind it, let it dry, and reinstall them. Another mistake you can make is trying to reinstalling them too quick, and then they could stick to the paint itself. And if you go to remove it next time, it could actually peel, the paint off the wall, if you're removing them to clean them or to change the socket or whatever. Don't do this. Remove your switch plates.